Hello. Thanks for tuning in and for looking out for our community. I'm sharing a briefing prepared by Dr. 𝗀𝗲𝗃, Community Nutrition and Health Advisor with the University of California Cooperative Extension in the San Francisco North Bay. You've likely seen headlines about frozen shrimp and 𝗯𝗀𝗀𝗋. If you're asking yourself, do I need to toss this? Could my freezer or other food be affected? What exactly is 𝗯𝗀𝗀𝗋 and how risky is it? You're in the right place. In the next few minutes, we'll explain what the FDA reported, how to check UPC, lot, and best buy codes, and the science behind 𝗯𝗀𝗀𝗋 in health. What is 𝗯𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗋? Where it comes from and what kind of radiation it emits, beta and gamma, and why that matters. How long does it last? Is ingesting riskier than external exposure? Health impacts and what to watch for. Are there any medical tools if someone ingests a high amount? And some practical questions. Could it cross-contaminate other foods in the freezer? What about human waste and septic tanks? Does radiation stick around, and is that a risk to people nearby? We'll talk about that. Everything I share comes from primary sources: U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA), Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), Radiation Emergency Medical Management (REMM), Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry (ATSDR), International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA), and peer-reviewed work, translated into everyday language as much as possible, so you can be informed with credible sources of background science and information. Quick disclaimer: this video is educational, not personal medical advice. If you have symptoms or specific health questions, please call your healthcare provider or your local health department. In an emergency, call 911. If this helps you, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share, especially with neighbors, seniors, and new parents who might need help reading labels. The more people get clear information, the less food we waste and the safer our community stays. Together, we can prevent waste, protect health, and keep calm. Thank you for looking out for one another. You are now seeing the official FDA advisory page titled FDA advises public not to eat, sell, or serve certain imported frozen shrimp from an Indonesian firm. The update date displayed on this page is September 2nd, 2025. This is the primary source for the information in today's briefing, and all subsequent details will reference this advisory and the linked company recall announcements. In the next section of the video, I will summarize the key information from this advisory and then show the photographs of the recalled shrimp packages. As each package appears on screen, I will read the universal product code, the lot code as they appear on the label so that you can check your own bag while listening. Please have your product available if you believe you purchased one of the affected items. On August 22nd, 2025, the FDA confirmed that Southwind Foods' voluntary recall included California. The FDA states that the bagged frozen shrimp was offered for sale between July 17th and August 8th, 2025 to retailers, distributors, and wholesalers in Alabama, Arizona, California, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Utah, Virginia, and Washington. Separately, the Great Value Recall from Beaver Street Fisheries, LLC of Jacksonville, Florida, was not distributed in California. The FDA stated the product was distributed in the states of Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia, and available for consumer purchase in select Walmart retail stores in those states from July 28th, 2025 to August 7th, 2025. The FDA advisory page, updated August 29th, 2025, now shows 2 additional recall notices tied to Aquastar. August 27th, Kroger brand shrimp, Aquastar. August 28th, Aquastar brand shrimp. The FDA also stated, at this time, no product that is tested positive or alerted for 𝗯𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗋 has entered the U.S. marketplace. Let's walk through where these products were actually sold. Southwind Foods first. This one included California. Product was offered for sale July 17th to August 8th, 2025 in Alabama, Arizona, California, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Utah, Virginia, and Washington. You should double-check UPC, Lot, and Best Buy. Next, Great Value, Walmart. According to the announcement, it was distributed from July 28th through August 7th, 2025 in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia. Now the two Aquastar notices. Kroger Mercado 2 pounds cooked shrimp. Aquastar, notice dated August the 27th, plus 2025. Sold at Baker's, Gur-B's, JC, Kroger, Mariano's, Metro Market, Payless, and Pick and Save across Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi, Nebraska, Ohio, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, Wisconsin, and West Virginia, with sales July 24th to August 11th, 2025. Aquastar cocktail shrimp 6 ounces, notice dated August 28th, 2025. Sold at Walmart, distributed in Alaska, Alabama, Arkansas, Colorado, Georgia, Iowa, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, Montana, North Dakota, Nebraska, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, and Wisconsin, with sales July 31st to August 16th, 2025. For California-specific, Southwind Foods directly shows California distribution. This photo shows the automated radiation detection system at the Port of Los Angeles. Automated straddle carriers place containers onto conveyors that move them through radiation portal monitors, RPMS, to screen for nuclear and other radioactive material before cargo leaves the terminal. The FDA finding stated that the level of cesium-137 detected in the detained shipment was approximately 68 becquerels per kilogram, to be exact. 68.48 becquerels per kilogram plus or minus 8.25 becquerels per kilogram, which is below FDA's derived intervention level, DIL, for cesium-137 of 1,200 becquerels per kilogram. At this level, the product may not pose an acute or immediate hazard to consumers. Becquerels per kilogram is a measure of radioactive activity per kilogram of food. The derived intervention level of 1,200 becquerels per kilogram is the FDA's benchmark for combined cesium-134 and cesium-137, where regulatory action may be justified. The FDA advisory is clear. If you recently purchased one of the impacted lots of raw or cooked frozen shrimp, return or throw it away. Do not eat or serve this product. Retailers, distributors, and food service establishments should not sell or serve the recalled products. If you are concerned about exposure, contact your healthcare provider. To check your bag, turn the package over and match all 3 identifiers. First, find the Universal Product Code, UPC, printed beneath the barcode. Second, find the lot code printed near the barcode or date block. Third, find the best buy date. These must match the FDA tables. The GS1 guide explains, a GTIN is the identifying number encoded on the bottom of the barcode, and the UPC code is the scannable element of the barcode. The 12 digits printed below the bars are the human-readable GTIN-12, often called the UPC number. If the identifiers match the FDA list, do not eat or serve the product. Dispose of it or return it for a refund. This slide shows the FDA list for shrimp items that included California, with the exact brands, UPC codes, and lot numbers. To check your package, find the brand and product name on the front. Turn the bag over. Look for the UPC, the 12-digit number under the barcode. Find the lot number, letters and numbers, printed or stamped. If a Best Buy date is listed, check that too. Check if brand, UPC, and lot number and date if shown. Match with the FDA table on this slide. If yours matches, please do not eat or serve it. Double bag the product, keep it away from kids and pets, and wash your hands in any surfaces it touched. Follow the recall directions for return or disposal. This slide displays Great American Frozen Raw Shrimp, 16 to 20, 2-pound bag. Turn to the back of the package and locate the barcode. Read the UPC 829944010612. Next, read the lot code 𝗀𝗲𝗰𝗋𝗆. If these identifiers match your product, do not consume it. Dispose of it or return it following the recall guidance. You are viewing Great American Frozen Raw Shrimp, 71 to 90, 2-pound bag. On the back label, read the UPC 829944010698. Locate the lot code and read it 128267. If both the UPC and lot match, do not consume the product. Dispose of it or return it. This slide shows Great American Frozen Cooked Shrimp Meat, 1-pound bag. Please read the UPC 829944092540. Then read the lot 134010. If these numbers match your package, do not eat or serve the product. Follow the recall instructions to discard or return it. This is Great American Frozen Cooked Shrimp, 41 to 60, 2-pound bag. On the back, read the UPC 829944012173. Next, read the lot code 128275. If the UPC and lot match, do not eat or serve this product. Discard it or return it according to the recall guidance. You are viewing Best Yet brand frozen cooked shrimp, 31 to 40, 1-pound bag. On the back panel, read the UPC 042187002-736. The affected lot numbers for this item include 09, 59, 44, and 11, 1154. Your bag may show one of these lot numbers. If the UPC and either lot match, do not eat or serve the product. Dispose of it or return it according to the recall. This is Best Yet brand frozen cooked shrimp, 41 to 50, 1-pound bag. Please find the barcode on the back label. Read the UPC 042187002-743. Next, locate the lot code and read it 095946. If the UPC and lot match your package, do not eat or serve it. Follow the recall guidance to discard or return it. Slide displays Arctic Shores frozen large cooked shrimp, 31 to 40, 1-pound bag. Turn to the back and locate the barcode area. Read the UPC 041130812-392. Then find the lot and read it 109562. If both the UPC and the lot match, do not eat or serve this product. Dispose of it or return it per the recall notice. You are seeing Arctic Shores frozen small cooked shrimp, 61 to 70, 1-pound bag. On the back, read the UPC 0411308100497. Locate the lot code and read it 109540. If your UPC and lot match, do not consume the shrimp. Discard it or return it according to the recall guidance. This slide shows Arctic Shores frozen small cooked shrimp, 91 to 120, 12-ounce bag. Please find the barcode on the back. Check the UPC 041130810-411. Now check the lot 109541. If the UPC and lot match your bag, do not eat or serve the product. Dispose of it or return it. You are viewing Arctic Shores frozen cooked salad shrimp, 150 to 206-ounce bag. On the back label, read the UPC 𝗀𝗄130-811-685. Then locate the lot code and read it, 109542. If both the UPC and lot match, do not eat or serve this item. Discard it or return it per the recall instructions. This is First Street frozen raw shrimp, 16 to 20, 2-pound bag. On the back panel read the UPC 𝗀𝗄1-512-179-471. Now find the lot code and read it, 130632. If your UPC and lot match what I just read, do not eat or serve this shrimp. Discard it or return it per the recall notice. This slide shows the Sandbar brand frozen raw shrimp. Turn to the back of the bag and locate the barcode. Read the UPC as 011-110-641-182. Now locate the lot number printed near the date or quality code block. Read the lot 087305. If this UPC and lot match your package, do not eat or serve the shrimp. Follow the recall guidance to discard the product or return it. On August 29, 2025, Southwind Foods expanded its recall. The FDA advisory page was updated again on September 2, 2025. The image shows the FDA page, the expanded recall product table listing specific items with UPC, lot number, and best by dates. Brands shown include Sandbar, Best Yet, Arctic Shores, Great American, and First Street. Please match the brand, UPC, lot, and Best By. If a package matches the FDA table, do not eat or serve it. Return it or dispose per the recall instructions. You are now seeing the official FDA company announcement titled Beaver Street Fisheries LLC recalls great value frozen raw shrimp because of possible health risk. The announcement date on this page is August 22, 2025. This page identifies the specific great value product and provides the exact identifiers that consumers should check on the package. The product name listed on this page is Great Value Frozen Raw Shrimp Easy to Peel and Deveined Tail On, 21 to 25 per pound, 2-pound bag. Check if the UPC and the lot code match. Items on this slide include the brands and lots shown from both Beaver Street Fisheries and Southwind Foods LLC. Consumers who purchase the recalled shrimp should not consume it and should dispose of the product or return it to the place of purchase. On this slide, you see the Great Value 2-pound bag of frozen raw shrimp, easy to peel and deveined, tail on, 21 to 25 per pound. Please rotate the bag to the back panel and locate the barcode area. Read the UPC 078742133E98. Next, find the lot code printed near the date block or near the barcode. The impacted lot codes are 8005, 540, -1, 8005, 538, -1, and 8005, 539, -1. Confirm the best buy date as March 15th, 2027. If your UPC and lot match what I just read, do not eat or serve this product. Dispose of it or return it to the place of purchase. Read the UPC 078742133,898. Next, find the lot code printed near the date block or near the barcode. The impacted lot codes are 8005, 540, -1, 8005, 538, -1, and 8005, 539, -1. Confirm the best buy date as March 15th, 2027. If your UPC and lot match, do not eat or serve this product. Dispose of it or return it to the place of purchase. On your screen is the Kroger Mercado 2-pound cooked medium peeled tail-off shrimp included in Aquastar's recall dated August 27th, 2025. To check a package, match 3 identifiers. First, the UPC is 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 6, 2, 6, 1, 9, 6. Second, there are 2 lot numbers. The first lot number is 10-6-6-2-5-1-3-9 with best before. November 19, 2027. The second lot number is 10-6-6-2-5-1-4-0 with best before November 20th, 2027. On the bag, look near the printed best before date area to find the lot number and date. If your bag matches the UPC and either of those lot numbers and dates, follow the FDA advice and do not eat it. Dispose of it or return it to the store. Now you're seeing the 6-ounce Aquastar brand cocktail shrimp included in Aquastar's recall dated August 28th, 2025. Please match the identifiers carefully. The UPC is 19434612191. There are 4 lot codes printed on the bottom of the plastic tray. First lot number, 10-6-6-2-5-1-0-6. Second lot number, 10-6-6-2-5-1-0-7. Third lot number, 10-6-6-2-5-1-2-4. Fourth lot number, 10-6-6-2-5-1-2-5. This item was sold refrigerated and carries a 12-day shelf life with various best if used by dates. If your tray matches the UPC and any of those lot codes, follow the FDA advice and do not eat it. Dispose of it or return it to the store. Great. Now that we've covered what to check on the label and how to act on the FDA recall, let's talk about why this matters. In this Science in Action section, I'll talk about what cesium-137 is, the kind of radiation it gives off, and why ingesting it is different from just having it near your body. We'll separate physical half-life, how long CS-137 exists in nature, from biological half-life, how long it tends to stay in people, and what that means for health risk. I'll also cover some practical questions. Does CS-137 stay in the body forever, or can it be cleared? If someone ingests a high amount, what medical options exist? What about excretion? Could waste, sewer, or a septic tank be a concern? And how do time, distance, and shielding make everyday life safer? Also, I'll put everything in context. Radiation in everyday life, a side-by-side comparison of common sources, and dose perspective so you can visualize the numbers, something practical. What seems big, what seems small, and what seems in between. I'll also discuss why recalls can happen even below a derived intervention level, DIL. Cesium-137 is a man-made radioactive material that comes from nuclear fission. It gives off tiny bursts of energy, beta particles and gamma rays, and detecting instruments can spot its unique gamma fingerprint. It sticks around for decades. Its half-life is about 30 years, which is why it's closely monitored. In tightly controlled settings, it's used in medicine and industry, but at high levels it can make you sick and raises cancer risk and shortening of life. So regulators investigate even small detections and, if needed, pull products as a precaution. It's rare to encounter but need to act fast if it ever shows up where it shouldn't. Big idea first, a half-life is just the time it takes for radioactivity to drop by half. Different isotopes have different clocks. As a quick example, on the right side of the slide, the figure shows the example of carbon-14. It has 6 protons and 8 neutrons. In beta-minus decay, 1 neutron turns into a proton plus electron, the beta-minus, plus antineutrino, so carbon-14 becomes nitrogen-14. Its half-life is about 5,730 years. I'm using C14 simply to show what beta-minus decay does. Now the isotope we care about, cesium-137, 55P82N, goes through beta-minus decay to barium-137 dosonerness-Emen. That little m means metastable, an excited state. Then barium-137Mn relaxes by giving off a gamma ray approximately 662 kV and becomes stable barium-137. CS-137's physical half-life is approximately 30.17 years, so tiny amounts can persist in the environment for a long time. As a risk reminder, what matters is how much you're exposed to and how. Ingested versus external, plus time and distance. On this slide, I will separate three related ideas. First, physical half-life is the atom's own decay clock. For cesium-137, it is about 30 years. Second, biological half-life is how fast the body removes the chemical, mostly through urine with some in feces and sweat. In adults, it is on the order of 2 to 4 months, and in two classic measurements, the biological half-times were 73 and 84 days. Finally, the effective half-life combines both clocks. Because the body is clearing cesium while the atoms are decaying slowly, the effective half-life in adults is months, not decades. Quick tour of the spectrum you're seeing on this slide. On the left, we have the low-energy side: radio, microwave, infrared, and visible light. This is called non-ionizing radiation. It can warm things up or drive chemistry, but by itself it doesn't have enough punch to knock electrons off atoms. That's why your home Wi-Fi, microwave oven, or light bulbs do not make food radioactive. They're non-ionizing. As we move to the right, energy goes up into ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. This is the ionizing side. Ionizing simply means each photon has enough energy to kick an electron free, creating an ion. That's important for biology because ionization can damage molecules like DNA. Two quick definitions of ionizing versus non-ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation includes high-energy UV, X-rays, gamma rays, and charged particles. Can ionize atoms and molecules. Non-ionizing radiation includes radio, microwaves, infrared, visible, and lower-energy UV. Cannot ionize by itself. Now, connecting this to the issue topic, the shrimp discussion is about ionizing radiation from radionuclides inside food, specifically cesium-137, which emits beta particles and gamma rays when it decays. If radionuclides are inside the body, ingested, the ionizing radiation is delivered internally, which is why agencies take food contamination seriously. There's a big difference between being exposed to radiation from the outside and being contaminated with radioactive material on or inside your body. Ingestion puts material inside you, which is why food safety matters. If small amounts of cesium are swallowed, the body gradually clears it over weeks to months, and doctors have tools like Prussian blue in special cases. People often ask if cesium-137 attaches permanently to bones or minerals. The answer is no. Cesium behaves like potassium, so once absorbed, it spreads through the body with the highest concentrations in muscle. Bone tends to be lower than the body average. It does not selectively accumulate in one region, and it is cleared over time. The CDC notes that external exposure to large amounts of cesium-137 can cause burns, acute radiation sickness, and death. Internal exposure allows the radioactive material to be distributed in soft tissues, muscle, and increases cancer risk and shortening of life, according to the EPA 2002. The Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry, ATSDR, explains that very high levels of radioactive cesium can cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, bleeding, coma, and death. When someone swallows cesium-137, there are two emissions to think about. First are the beta particles from cesium-137. Second is the gamma ray from the short-lived daughter barium-137M. Inside the body, the dose equals the energy that beta and gamma deposit in tissue. Beta gives a very local dose near where the atom sits. Gamma penetrates and contributes to a whole body dose. At the molecular level, ionizing radiation damages DNA both directly and indirectly through hydroxyl radicals produced from water. If a clinician determines treatment is warranted, Prussian blue is used to speed removal. It binds cesium in the gut and shifts more of it into stool, cutting the biological half-life from about 110 days to about 30 days. Prussian blue, 𝗲𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗄, is the standard decorporation drug for cesium-137. It stays in the gut and binds cesium and thallium, so they pass out in the stool. The FDA label describes ion exchange, adsorption, and mechanical trapping in the crystal lattice, and it captures radionuclides excreted into bile, breaking enterohepatic recirculation. The CDC notes, this reduces cesium's biological half-life from about 110 days to about 30 days, lowering the ongoing internal dose. Label dosing is 3 grams by mouth 3 times daily for adults and adolescents, and 1 gram 3 times daily for children 2 to 12 years. Treatment often lasts a month or more with monitoring of radioactivity in urine and stool. This is prescription only and should be managed by clinicians. Watch for constipation or electrolyte changes. People should not take Prussian blue artist's dye in an attempt to treat themselves. It is not designed to treat radioactive contamination and can be harmful. Here's how cesium-137 can contaminate food, and why sitting next to a recalled bag does not necessarily make adjacent foods radioactive. Exposure is not the same as contamination. Radiation passing through another item, like gamma rays/X-rays, doesn't activate it or make it radioactive. To contaminate, actual radioactive material has to move. Think liquid drips, dust, or residues. In food, the cesium is usually in water-soluble form, the cesium ion, Cs+, or dissolved salts that can be taken up into tissue. That's why labs report an activity number, becquerels per kilogram. In unusual source accidents like Goiânia, the material was a highly soluble cesium chloride powder. That fine powder can spread by contact or dust. That scenario is very different from food recalls, but it shows how particles, not rays, are what transfer contamination. Cross-contact requires a pathway, such as leaking brine or fluids, shared equipment, or direct handling. If packages are intact and sealed, there's no transfer pathway. If you discover a leak, double-bag the product, clean any surfaces it touched, wash your hands, and follow recall directions. The food next to a contaminated bag doesn't necessarily become radioactive from radiation alone. Those items that actually received radioactive material are contaminated. Here's a practical way to handle a flagged package at home. Follow the FDA recall. If your bag matches the brand, UPC, Lot, and Best Buy on the FDA page, don't eat it. The FDA's consumer advice says to throw it away or return it. So a return for refund is ideal when available. Use a minimal handling approach. Keep the shrimp in its original sealed package, place it in a second bag, and keep it away from people and pets until you return or discard it. That mirrors CDC decontamination basics. Bag it and set it aside so there's no contact. If packaging leaked, put the used wipes, cloth, or towel in a plastic bag or other sealable container. Place the bag in a place far away from other people and pets. Dash. Before picking a bin, check your local program. In California, what goes in the green cart can vary by city. Cal Recycle points residents back to local rules, and haulers like Recology publish what goes where lists for typical food scraps. But they don't specifically address radiologically flagged items, so call or use your hauler's lookup tool for the right stream. If you can't reach your hauler quickly, many jurisdictions keep safety-flagged food out of compost. Your city or county household waste HHW program can give case-by-case direction, and some HHW programs don't accept radioactive waste, so it's important to ask first. While you're arranging that, apply time, distance, and shielding. Minimize time handling, keep some distance, and keep the item sealed until it's on its way out. People often ask if the cesium that leaves the body makes sewers, septic tanks, or landfills a long-term danger. 2 points. First, guidance notes that excreta may contain radionuclides, but typically in small quantities. Second, exposure falls with time, distance, and shielding. Septic tanks are underground and surrounded by soil and tank walls, which attenuate radiation. Biological half-life is about your personal risk. As your body clears cesium over weeks to months, your internal dose keeps dropping. Radiation isn't exotic. It's part of daily life. We all get background radiation from the Earth and the sky. Flying adds a little because you're higher up in cosmic rays, And airport body scanners in the US use non-ionizing waves, not X-rays in the US. Airports, as far as I am concerned. For most people, everyday doses are low. Let's put radiation into everyday terms. The number on this chart is millisievert, MSV. Think of it as a tiny unit for comparing dose, like inches on a ruler. According to NRC NCRP in the US, the average person gets about 6 millisieverts per year, about half from nature, radon in homes, the ground, and cosmic rays, and the rest mostly from medical tests when needed. Examples people ask about: chest X-ray, approximately 0.1 millisievert, which is roughly 10 days of natural background. Mammogram, 0.4 millisievert, which is about 6 to 7 weeks of background. Head CT, approximately 2 millisievert. Body CT, approximately 6 to 10 millisievert. Varies by patient and scanner. Cross-country flight, approximately 0.03 to 0.05 millisievert from extra cosmic rays at altitude, as per NRC. 2 takeaways for all ages. Dose adds up with amount and frequency. When a test is medically needed, the health benefit usually outweighs the small extra dose. That's the point of this slide. When you hear a number, it can mean 2 different things. Activity, how many atoms are decaying each second, is measured in becquerels, BQ. Dose, how much energy lands in a person's body, is measured in sieverts, SV, or gray, GY. Survey meters and spectrometers tell us what's there and how much, and that's what drives decisions. Becquerel per kilogram is a measure of activity concentration in food. 1 becquerel corresponds to 1 radioactive decay per second. Laboratories identify and quantify gamma-emitting radionuclides using gamma spectrometry, which detects characteristic energy lines such as the approximately 662 kilo-electron-volts 𝗀𝗂𝗶𝗺 photon from cesium-137. Regulators compare measured activity to benchmark values such as the FDA's derived intervention level. The International Commission on Radiological Protection, ICRP, provides ingestion dose coefficients for cesium-137 on the order of 1.3 to 1.4 times 10 to the power of -8 sievert per becquerel for adults. Committed effective dose, adult. Multiply intake by the ingestion coefficient. EPA and ATSDR summarize the dose equivalent. Following ingestion of 1 becquerel of cesium-137 is 1.30 times 10 to the -8th sieverts. So, if a person ingested 1 kilogram, approximately 1 kilogram, 2-pound pack, of shrimp at 68 becquerels per kilogram, i.e. known level from FDA's detained batch, we can calculate 68 becquerels times 1.3 times 10 to the -8 sieverts per becquerel, approximately equals 0.000884, MSV equals 0.884 microsievert, MSV. The CDC lists a typical chest X-ray dose of about 0.1 millisievert, i.e. 100 microsievert. So 0.884 microsieverts, approximately 0.9% of 1 chest X-ray. These comparisons help audiences understand scale, but they are not a dose calculation for any specific person. According to the National Council on Radiation Protection and Measurements, NCRP, the average annual radiation dose per person in the U.S. is 6.2 millisieverts, 620 millirem. Why recall even when results are below the derived intervention level? Short answer, it's about keeping everyone's dose as low as reasonably achievable and protecting trust. A derived intervention level, DIL, is a planning trigger, not a hard, safe, unsafe line. It's set with built-in safety margins and assumptions about how much people might eat over time. Small amounts add up. If a product could be eaten repeatedly, even a low level can contribute to long-term exposure. Pulling it early prevents that added dose. Batches aren't perfectly uniform. One bag may test lower, another a bit higher. A recall cleans the whole stream while testing and traceback continue. It's also about clear communication and confidence. A simple precautionary message, "Don't eat, return, or discard," is easier for the public and retailers to act on quickly. Finally, it protects higher-risk groups: children, pregnant people, and those who might eat more of a product than average. So the purpose isn't to alarm, it's to lower avoidable exposure, remove uncertainty, and keep our food system trustworthy. Check the brand UPC, Lot, and Best Buy against the FDA list. If it matches, don't eat it, return it, or discard it per the Recall I instructions. Thank you. These are the references, number 1 through number 9. Continuing the sources, references number 10 through number 17. More sources, references number 18 through number 25. Next set, references number 26 through number 35. Final set, references number 36 through number 44.